I'm Nina.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Andrea.
And this is Cults, Crimes, and Spirits.
Woo, woo! We at it again. Okay.
Okay,
I'll go first.
Just so you know, this week we're talking about some strange and unusual facts.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should let the listeners know what this episode is about.
Yeah. This week's episode, we are talking about strange and unusual facts. Just a bunch of random shit. That's really weird.
Yes. Very weird.
And I'm excited. I have some really interesting ones to talk about.
There are some trigger warnings.
Yeah.
And a couple of them. So when they come up, we'll be like, oh, trigger.
Yeah. So,
but I guess I have been told to go first.
You have been chosen.
I have been chosen.
Let's hear it, girl.
My first strange and unusual thing, I guess, is I'm probably gonna butcher this word.
Of course, that's what we do.
It's
humbug.
Famadihana. Famadihana comes from the verb vadika, which means to turn.
Sure.
Also known as Dancing with the Dead.
Oh, interesting.
Which this is a tradition which involves exhuming.
Our favorite word.
Yes, that I learned almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Because I said it wrong, but it involves exhuming bodies of ancestors. And these are the steps. I'll just go in order. I'll list them real quick and then I'll give a little synopsis or summary. But step 1 is they exhume a body. They unwrap and rewrap it. And then they dance with it and parade around. And then they return it to the grave.
So they take these dead bodies out from one last dance.
Yeah, but they do it. It's a tradition. It's a celebration to them. So during the celebration, the living will eat, they'll play music and dance, but mostly only dance with the dead ancestor.
That's actually kind of interesting because I love hearing about like other cultures like funeral and death practices. Like, because it's so interesting.
To them, this is their way to honor the dead and ask them for their blessing. Yeah. So they're just... But it's also believed to bring good fortune to the people who actually practice this.
Nice.
But it's thought to have actually existed in Madagascar since at least the 17th century.
Wow.
But you know how I said they exhume them, rewrap them, dance, and then return them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they return the bodies, they return them upside down in the tomb to symbolize the cycle of life and death.
Oh.
How it's like full circle.
That's pretty cool. That's actually really neat. Like most people would probably find that morbid, but I find that like really cool and exciting.
I mean, it is kind of... I saw a video because this is how I found out about it. It was like TikTok or Instagram, one of those. It popped up, and you see people carrying a body, and then they're like, and I'm like, I'm gonna write about this. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he's dead. It's just strange to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's not what we do, but like that's why
we're not used to it.
Yeah, I like to hear about other cultures' funeral practices. Like I feel like we need to do a whole episode on just because I was finding some stuff while I was doing research. Not that, but it was something else to do with like how a culture like treats their dead. So
Yeah.
I think it definitely
That
involves.
would be a cool episode.
Yeah, I definitely think we should come back around to that.
We could dig into a lot of different. There's so many cultures.
We could exhume a lot of different things.
Yeah.
On the subject.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh. All right.
Awesome, but yeah, your turn.
Okay, so this is my longer one, so it's going to take a minute to go through, but this is the longest one I have. So
you got this.
I'm not even going to attempt to say this guy's name because I literally looked up a pronouncer and I still can't say it. So
I mean, I had to try.
I don't even know.
I sounded it out live.
Well, I tried to sound it out, but it's like Icelandic, and it's like I didn't even understand how they were pronouncing their words. Yeah.
Okay. Enough said. This guy. What about him?
This guy, the man from Iceland. That's what we're gonna call him. He collected penises. Warning: this story involves penises. A lot of penises.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I absolutely love this story. Okay. So,
does he throw them out of windows?
No. He doesn't Lorena Bobbitt it.
Okay.
So, growing up, the man from Iceland lived on a farm, and he had this thing called a pizzle, which is a bull's penis. And apparently, they used the bull's penis to whip, like, the cattle on the farm. And I guess that's kind of a thing in Iceland, or it was a thing. I don't know if they still do that. What? I mean...
I'm just gonna whip my cow with my bizzle.
No, pizzle. Pizzle. Yeah. So anyway...
What if I start going up to people and being like, you better watch out, I'll hit you with my pizzle?
They'll probably be like, what did you just say? Because I never heard of a pizzle.
Me either. Until just now.
When I looked it up, too, I Googled pizzles or whatever, and it said, bull's penis, but it popped up stuff for dog toys and treats. So you can get them a treat made out of bull penis.
No, I'm okay. I'm good on that. Nope.
This also made me think of Fear Factor back in the day, like them eating the penises. Nostalgia. Anyway, this man, when he grew up, worked as a teacher, and around 1974, one of his colleagues heard about him having a bull penis when he was a kid, and he decided he was going to give him a bull penis as a joke gift at like a holiday party. Hilarious.
Okay.
It's what everyone wants. So soon this joke caught on, and all the other teachers began bringing him bull penises. The man was just getting penis.
That's insane. They were just like, I need a pizzle. Let me get a pizzle. Another pizzle.
It gets crazier. So, some of the teachers that he worked with had summer jobs at whaling stations nearby, and so they would bring him the tips of whale penises too.
Probably even bigger than the bull.
Oh hell yeah, way bigger. Just the tip. So eventually the joke turned into an idea for the man, and he decided, why not collect all the mammal species in Iceland, collect all their penises. I mean, not all of them, ever, but, one of each species.
That's crazy. That's not normal.
Yeah, most people collect stamps. Or spooky books.
It's pouring down rain outside. So if y'all hear rain, can't help it. Tell Mother Nature about it.
Complain to her. So, obviously, it took the man from Iceland years to amass the collection that he did. And according to a Smithsonian Magazine article published back in 2013, at the time the article was written, the man had nearly 300 penises from 93 different species of mammals, including human.
Where did he store these?
We'll get to that. So,
and where did he get the human ones?
So he actually got several willing donors to sign that upon death they would donate their penis to this guy. Yeah. People actually signed off on that. And
that gave me chills. I don't know. I don't like that.
I mean, people donate their bodies to science, so it's like
science.
I mean,
not just a random dude that wants to collect penises.
No, he was doing it for like scientific purposes because he was a teacher and he was like because it was mostly for mammals. I mean, and it was supposed to be for
he just wants to look at their dicks.
I mean, for science.
Study every dick. Okay.
For science.
If you say so, we'll say that.
Obviously, it took a while to get an actual human penis as well. So in 2011 is actually when he got it because one of the willing donors died at the ripe old age of 95. Okay?
Oh, so, old man penis.
Old man is very shriveled old man penis, but it's a human penis. And shriveled. It is now on display at the Icelandic Phallological Museum. So this is where he stores all of the penises.
Okay. So that guy's kind of famous.
Yeah. In
penises.
His collection of penises. Yeah.
No, the old man.
Oh, the old man that died? That donated his penis?
His penis is famous. Yeah, it's in a museum.
I actually saw a picture of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's why you said shriveled.
It is. Like, you can look it up. I'm not posting
That's why you were like, no, shriveled.
Mm-hmm. It really is. But, oh, you can even see, like, the hair and stuff. It's like, so weird. Oh. Anyways.
Details. Too many.
Yeah, TMI. Okay, so.
It's okay.
In 1997, the dude from Iceland opened the Icelandic Phallological Museum to display his collection of penises for the public to also enjoy for science. Most of the penises are preserved in formaldehyde and displayed in glass jars, but there are dried well penises that decorate the walls of the museum, and there are even lampshades made from dried bull scrotums. Yeah.
Lampshades, you say?
Lampshades.
That's like that one serial killer.
Ed Gein.
Or the guy, that would make furniture out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Little weird, I'd say, man.
A little weird.
Some strange people.
It is very strange. Strange and unusual indeed. According to
Penis Man. That's what you need to call him. Penis Man. Penis Man.
That's probably how people refer to him, like, oh, there's the penis guy.
Yeah. My dad donated his dick to the Penis Man.
Yeah. According to the Smithsonian Magazine, the museum's largest specimen is from a sperm whale, and it is nearly 6 feet tall, weighs 150 pounds, and is kept in a giant glass tank that is, like, bolted to the floor. And
you could kill someone with that penis.
You could. And it's just the tip of the whale's full penis. Just the tip. Just the tip. The entire penis could not be transported intact when the creature died and was originally 16 feet long, weighing 700 pounds.
Dead.
So, it's kind of interesting.
Huge.
It's kind of interesting, actually. So,
yeah, but sperm whales are big creatures.
They're insanely huge. And I think that's another reason he created the museum was, to scientifically compare these organs.
All the no, I mean, just penises, not organs, penises.
mammal organs. Anyways, I believe the man from Iceland has recently passed away like a few years ago, but the museum is now run by his son, and it's still very much a family business. Just a family business.
Keeping the dicks alive.
About penises.
Keeping the penises alive.
But
thriving.
Like, it gets even better. So I think
how? Yeah. You can't top any.
Yes. So I think in about 2020, the Icelandic Phallological Museum moved to its current location, and it now has more space than ever before. With this new location, they have even incorporated a bistro called the Phallic Cafe and Bistro. They have waffles shaped like penises, and there are pictures and menus online, and I'm not gonna lie, they're shaped like penises, but they look fantastic. Like, I really want one. I will put a link.
How do you spell this place?
I'll put a link in the description below, and you guys can go look at it because it looks really awesome. I'm
just guessing.
Yeah, if you get close, Google will help you out. It's the only penis museum in the world.
Oh, I found it already.
Yeah.
Cafe.
They even have beer, hot chocolate, coffee, tea. There's even a gift shop that contains hundreds of penis-themed items.
Penis waffle. It looks so good, though.
Right? It looks so good. There's like Belgian chocolate and strawberries.
It's covered in like strawberries, and there's like whipped cream. Yes. Like, what is happening?
Yes, that's how a penis should be covered.
That's pretty wild. That's cool.
I
think that's funny.
I kept thinking this would be a great place to host a bachelorette party.
Oh, totally. You don't even have to like bring all that themed stuff. They got it covered.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
It's for science.
For science. I definitely want to go here. I would love to go to Iceland, but now I really want to go to Iceland.
If you go, check out the museum. Take some pics.
Yeah, eat some waffles.
Yeah, try those waffles.
They have like thousands of visitors each year. Like, it's become quite the tourist attraction. It's very popular.
I bet. Dude,
I'm surprised cool. I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, me either.
What? But I don't live in Iceland, so. But yeah, pretty awesome.
That was crazy. Not what I expected.
And now, on to you.
Okay, yeah, number 2. Let's go. My number 2.
Yeah.
I think I hope I'm saying this right, but have you ever heard of the Agori tribe?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know anything about them.
Okay. It's the most extreme religion in the world. So they get their name from the word agar,
mm-hmm.
I believe, which translates to not difficult or non-terrifying, which they are the complete opposite of that.
So they're pretty terrifying.
Yes. So they're based in Uttar Pradesh, India. Okay. They're from India. I probably butchered that, but
it's what we do.
And like yes. And like I said, they're known for their unconventional and extreme practices, which include some of their rituals are they dwell in cremation grounds and live in cemeteries. They smear ashes. They live there.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't want to live there, I guess. Actually, maybe.
They smear ashes on their bodies of dead people. Like cremated people.
That's a little intense.
Yeah. Also, they use human skulls and other bones as utensils. They make jewelry from teeth and bones and like belts and necklaces and stuff. It's crazy.
That's interesting.
But they also eat the human flesh.
Oh, so they're like cannibalistic. Oh. They're like
yes,
Jeffrey Dahmer and people.
Yeah.
But the fact that you said they made like jewelry and stuff out of bones, like I have a story about bones too. It's like I don't know.
That's
I thought that was
crazy.
interesting.
That's cool.
But I actually have heard of people taking like skulls and using as bowls before in like ancient times.
Cups,
yeah,
like drinking out of them.
Which I get that, but I don't know about jewelry and stuff. Like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. But the reason they live in cemeteries and in cremation grounds is because they like to immerse themselves in environments where death is a daily part of the routine.
Okay.
They'll also sit on top of dead corpse during meditation. They'll just sit there and meditate
just
on
sit
top
on
of
a dead body and meditate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you might have heard of them from if you ever watch Vice, that channel, Vice.
Oh yeah, I've watched it. They have really good documentaries and stuff, but I haven't watched it in a while.
So they went and
hung out with these people?
With these. Yes.
Oh, I'd be terrified.
So there's a Vice article online that I can try to send you the link so we can link it if people want to go read it. But there's a quote from the guy who hung out with them, and he wrote, "I've met Agoris who would rather pluck an eyeball from a rotten human corpse and pop it into their mouths than eat chicken." He also stated, this is kind of funny. You'll see in a second why. One Agori ate a part of the rotting penis of a bloated, bisected corpse on the banks of the Ganges River, engaging in his sacred ritual and full view of onlooking police. This guy has pictures to prove it.
Again with penis.
I know, what the fuck? That's why I was like, penises.
You didn't even plan
this. My next one has a penis in it. And he eats it. This guy's eating a fucking dead penis.
Oh my goodness. That's... What?
Yeah. But if you're curious and you want to look, you can Google or go on YouTube. There's pictures and videos and all kinds of stuff about them. And just in case you're wondering, they're not only in India. Oh, they're in America.
Wait,
they're in Germany. They're in Italy. They're in Russia and Australia.
So I was picturing like the kind of tribes like in the forest, deep in the forest, that haven't had no human contact, like in North America. Like this.
Yeah, but they've in the Vice article, it says that he's also hung out with some of them that live in California and in Italy.
Like how?
But if you look up pictures of, I don't know if it's just the ones in India or all over, but they definitely look like the tribe you're thinking.
So like
they're like barely wearing anything. They have bones. They are covered in ash. They have like stuff on them.
Where do they live in California? Like, I like, is there?
If you want me to pull it back up, I can.
No, it's okay. I'll
look
into
find
it.
The town, but
that's just so interesting because I just picture like very remote, and I don't picture California as being like having anywhere remote. Me too.
So when I read that they were in America, I was like, where?
Yeah, where is very remote? I mean, Alaska, but I doubt that they live in Alaska.
But I'm also wondering how extreme they are in the religion.
I don't know
if they,
they might
like
not
living
be
in
as,
the States
like,
via
extreme.
Living in that part of India. It might be a little different.
It's very interesting though. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, if you want to look it up or learn more, just type it in, and you'll find them.
All right. Well, that was intense. My next one involved butterflies.
I love butterflies. I have one tattooed on me.
Well, as cute and unsuspecting as they might seem, butterflies enjoy drinking blood.
What?
Yeah.
Whose blood? What kind?
Any blood. Human blood. If there's a pool of blood, like they're not gonna bite you. They don't like have the means to like bite you and suck your
I was about
blood.
to say I've never felt a bite from a butterfly.
No, but like if there's just like a pool of blood like laying on the ground, they're just gonna go and drink the blood because apparently
bathe in it, just to be all in it.
Yeah, it's full of nutrients and stuff that they need.
And vitamins,
yeah. So they just like, they're all about some blood if it's there. But
nice.
In doing research, I found that there is this thing called vampire moths, and they can suck your human blood right out your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do they exist?
So there's like a form of them in North America, but apparently the ones in North America don't suck blood or something. But like the ones that do are like more in Southeast Asia, Africa, China, like away from here. But
okay.
They can suck blood. They can like latch on and bite you and suck blood for like almost an hour.
That's a long time.
Yeah, but apparently
I wonder if anyone's died.
Well, that's what I said. Apparently they don't pose a risk to humans, so I guess they can just suck your blood and go on about their day, and you can go on about your day.
But I'm just saying, like, how would you not notice a moth on you for an hour? Unless it got on your back or your neck, or
if you like fell asleep, like sunbathing or something.
True.
I don't know if they come out in the sun
glad
or
they
if
don't.
it's just nighttime.
Glad
vampire.
They don't suck your blood. Yeah, nighttime ones, daytime ones. Do you glitter in the sun?
Yeah, after they suck your blood, you will glitter for hours.
Yeah, in the afterlife, because you're dead. You're a moth now. Fly on.
But yeah, so then like I just kind of went down a rabbit hole with just like this little bit of stuff here. So then, speaking of drinking blood, in ancient Rome, after a gladiator was killed, like in the Colosseum, members of the audience used to like rush to the gladiator's dead body and like drink their blood because they thought it would
like superhuman gladiator, like let me have some of his DNA properties. I want to become like him.
They thought that it would make them strong and powerful like the gladiator. So that's why they would drink the blood. But I just picture like all these people running, like
rushing,
tripping, like probably killing each other to get to this gladiator.
Yeah, insane.
I don't know why I thought that was funny, but yeah, I'm a little messed up. But yeah, that's pretty much
we all are.
My number 2. So there you go.
Very nice. Bloody butterflies.
Yeah.
Blood sucking moths and blood drinking Romans. Let's get it. All right. So my next one, I don't know how much in detail I'm going to go into this one because we might end up doing an episode next year on this.
Okay.
But I'll touch a little bit on it. But there's a restaurant in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and it's called
Close to Home.
Yes. Very close to home. It's called the Yellow Deli. The first Yellow Deli opened May 13th in 1973 in Chattanooga. So it's the first one.
Oh, cool.
The Christian fundamentalist cult owned the Yellow Deli, and its workers are called the 12 tribe members. So that's a whole thing that I probably won't get into, but they have a lot of different allegations against them, like child abuse, labor, drug, sexual abuse,
normal
racism
cult stuff. Yeah.
And not only was the first one in Chattanooga and it still exists today, but they now have 22 locations.
Wow.
And they're in Canada, Brazil, Argentina, England,
Do they
Czech
franchise
Republic,
that
France.
Shit?
Yeah, pretty much. They have all over. But the weird part is like the only people that can work for the Yellow Deli are are people that are in the 12 tribe. You have to be a member. You have to be part of the cult, and you don't get paid to work there.
Wait, what? How do you survive?
Yeah, so you don't.
It's like a community thing.
It's a yes, commune. Okay. Yeah. But I saw a video on Instagram, I think, and 2 girls went to the Chattanooga one and they ordered food, and the food looked delicious. I will say, but I don't.
Like, I don't
know
if
they know
how to make a sandwich.
That. Pretty much, the sandwich looked great.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would go support them just because of what I know. So I don't know, but it's out there. There's a cult restaurant, and it's all over. It's global now. So
yeah, we're definitely gonna look into that because I have never heard of that, and it's so close.
Me either, until I started doing this research, and I had pinned that as like one to check out, and I started digging, and I was like, whoa, there's so much. I can't even do this in this episode. But that's that.
All right, moving on.
That's short and sweet. Yeah. I want to hear your next one.
All right, so this is the one that has to do with bones.
Okay. Bones.
So
we like bones.
In addition to the Penis Museum, I want to go to the Czech Republic now to go to this place called the Sedlik.
Hey, while you're there,
while
you're in the Czech Republic, go to the Yellow Deli.
Do they have one there? Oh, well, hot damn. Bones and a sandwich.
Girl, you can have it all.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sky's the limit. But yes, where's the place you want to go in the Czech Republic?
It's in the Czech Republic, and it's called the Sedlik Ossuary, or the Church of Bones. Okay?
Ooh.
So it's very interesting. I might try to insert some pictures. If not, look it up. I'll put a link in the description below, because, I mean, it's just, I have to.
I bet it's crazy.
Yeah. So it all started when the...
You got it.
Cistercian abbot named Henry was sent to the Holy Land of Palestine. So this was like way back in the day. I don't remember like what year it was, but it was like a long time ago. He brought back with him a jar of dirt from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It's in Jerusalem, and it's this particular church is built on the traditional site where they believe Jesus was crucified and buried. So very holy church, and I'm sorry if I just butchered the name, because I just can't say names. I even put in a pronouncer, and then I'm looking back at it and I'm like, what did I write? But it's the holy church in Jerusalem where they believe Jesus was crucified and buried. And when this guy Henry arrived back to the Czech Republic, he took the dirt that he brought back from this like church in this holy area and spread it all over the cemetery. Word spread like wildfire about Henry spreading this holy dirt over the cemetery, and all of a sudden it became the happening place in the Czech Republic to be buried. Everybody and their brother wanted to be buried at this location. Yeah. So eventually, unfortunately, the plague happened in Europe, and naturally there was an influx of bodies. And so this is like way back in the day, like I said, like this happened before the plague, and then the plague happened.
A very long time ago.
Very long time ago. Since they had so many bodies, this idea of building like an ossuary came to pass. And an ossuary is a container or room, or in this case, a church, where the bones of the dead people were placed. And it's estimated that somewhere between 40 and 70,000 skeletons are in this ossuary now. And there's this like huge chandelier, and it's just made out of human bones. And there's like like at least one of every human bone in this chandelier. Yeah. And it's actually quite beautiful. Like it sounds really morbid, but it's beautiful.
That's insane.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of other stuff in the church, like, built out of, like, bones, and, there's just bones everywhere, like skulls and just, like, rib bones, I mean, just everything just hanging, around the church, and, I mean, it's just everywhere. I mean, 40 to 70,000 skeletons, like,
That's a lot of bones,
it's a
because you
lot
know
of
how many
bones.
bones are in one skeleton?
Yeah,
A lot.
a lot. I don't know, it's like, I don't know, like 200 and some bones? I
We
don't know,
should
that's
know this. We
let
should
me
remember, but
Google
we
this real
don't.
fast.
It's been a minute since we've been in school.
206 bones in the human body. Like I said, look up this place. I definitely want to go here now.
I am.
Yeah, it is, like, actually really gorgeous. Like, I am kind of obsessed. So that is my number 3 story.
Church of Bones.
Church of Bones.
Oh my god. What? Yeah, go look that up. Just do it.
Oh, did you look at it?
Yeah. I'm like, okay. Wow.
Did you see the chandelier?
I mean, it's just flipping through, like, random pictures right now, but they're all insane.
It's so gorgeous, though. It's so cool.
Let's see.
I love it.
Oh, is that it? Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's awesome.
Yeah, look that up, guys. It's art.
Yeah,
with
at its
bones.
finest. Yes.
With bones. Okay. Well, this next one is kind of sad, but it's weird, and my friend is the one who actually brought it to my attention. She saw a video on it, so I started to do some research. It's kind of short. Let's paint the setting. It's
Okay.
it's Christmas
Picture
morning.
It. Sicily, 1922. Sorry. I saw the Golden Girls.
Picture it.
I had
it's Christmas morning. The year is 2011. It is. Okay, for real. It's Christmas morning in 2011, and Zazelle Preston's children are all gathered around the Christmas tree in their home in Anaheim, California. So as they're gathered around this Christmas tree, eagerly awaiting to open their gifts, they see their mother, and she's slumped over on the couch wearing a pair of sunglasses. So her husband, whose name is William Wallace, told the kids, Mommy got drunk. She ruined Christmas. She's hungover, she's drunk. Little did the kids know, I mean, I'm sure they probably picked up on something, but Wallace had killed Zazelle the night before and propped her up on the couch to try to fool the children on Christmas morning that their mom was just hungover.
That is, like, some seriously messed up shit.
Yeah. So what we think happened is, well, what I had read that had happened is that they had gone to a Christmas Eve party the night before. They were getting drinks, having a good time, and they came home and neighbors heard them shouting. And the husband ended up telling one of Zazelle's family members that we were drinking, and during the argument, I tossed her around a little bit.
A little bit? You killed her.
Yeah, investigators ended up finding blood all throughout the apartment, holes punched into the walls, and a door yanked off its hinges. So you tossed her around a little bit, or did y'all go crazy?
Yeah.
He claims that Zazelle got drunk, tripped, and fell into a glass table.
Oh, yeah, right.
They didn't believe that bullshit, and he was... Yeah, so he was found guilty of second-degree murder, and he was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison.
That's it? He should have just got life without parole. Like, screw that guy. Is he out? Well, wait, that was 2011. Probably not.
It's thundering as we said that. So, I
the
thought
universe
that was
doesn't like this guy
up.
either. Yeah.
I was like, that's messed up that you kill your wife and then you lie to the children and say she's drunk
on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, every year at Christmas now, like, it's probably gonna be ruined for them because that's the memory that they're gonna have.
They're gonna remember. Yeah, exactly. Seeing their mom dead. It's awful. Yeah,
it really is. That's so messed up. Like, when you said she was laying there on the couch with sunglasses, I'm like, this
you were like, wait a second.
He's trying to weekend at Bernie's the mom. Like, that's insane.
Yep, you called it. But I thought that was weird. So shout out to my friend for bringing that to my attention because I had never heard of that.
I had never heard of that one.
It's a Christmas morning tragedy.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the time where you're like, I know it's not like this for everyone, unfortunately, but it's supposed to be like joyful and fun and like you're celebrating and you're gift giving and you're eating and you're listening to music and you're watching Christmas movies. Like it's supposed to be a good time.
Happy time. Yeah.
So it's really sad.
Not a time for murder.
All right. That was that. Do you have another one? Oh,
sorry. I had to move over. But yes, I do have another story. It's my last one. And it's a little more lighthearted than the one you just shared. But still really messed up. But I love this story because it reminds me of our grandparents and growing up on a farm.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Yes. Wild times, man.
Really wild times. That's what we're about to get into. So, in September of 1945, the Olson family, they were farmers who lived in Fruita, Colorado, where they were preparing some chickens to take to the market. They had like 40 or 50 chickens, and Lloyd Olson was chopping the heads off the chickens, and his wife Clara would pluck the chickens. You know where I'm going with this. She would clean the chickens up.
Dumplings.
So, as we well know, a chicken can live for a good few minutes with no head.
Without its head.
We
know.
You want to tell the listeners why? We know.
I mean, was that the chicken that chased us?
It was the one that pecked us, yeah.
So we were like 5 or 6, and this fucking rooster chased us for a while.
Around the house.
Pecking us.
Yeah.
Yes. We were screaming. I think our grandpa came out and laughed.
He was laughing.
And then he was like, all right, I gotta do something. They're freaking out. And he killed it, and we watched him
chop its head off.
Wring its neck.
Mm-hmm.
Chop its head off, and that thing just kept
running
with no head, and it was kind of traumatizing. But our grandma's like, just wait for it to fall over, and I gotta start plucking. You're gonna help, and it's like, what? And then we ate glorious chicken and dumplings, and we were like, that's probably the biggest fuck you to an animal that was like trying its hardest to be a dick.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, we're eating you.
And the thing about it is that rooster was like, it was an asshole. It was
a mean rooster.
Every day.
No, none of the other chickens fucked with us, but that fucking rooster.
Just that one. And then that one particular day, he just had it in his mind that he was gonna just like come after us. And like we're just little kids
till we're done.
Minding our own business, and then it flogs us, and then we ate him and some chicken and dumplings later that afternoon, and it was like the best chicken and dumplings I've ever had, and the freshest chicken.
Satisfying.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little traumatizing, but that's where that saying, like, running around like a chicken with its head cut off comes from.
Your head cut off. Yeah, it makes sense.
Totally saw that firsthand when we were kids.
Yeah, we've seen some things.
That was a great childhood memory. It might be traumatizing for some people, and probably for us as a kid.
We have that to remember.
Me too, because that is now one of my favorite memories of our grandfather, and just how he was like, "Nah, you're not gonna do that to my grandkids.
We'll show you what's up."
Yeah,
y'all hungry? Y'all hungry?
It was awesome, but if you don't know the saying, running around with the chicken with its head cut off, then you're not from the South.
But now you do know it. So.
But anyways, Lloyd, he was chopping the heads off these chickens, and at the end of the day, he realized this one particular chicken was still somehow alive. Very much alive.
Weird.
So he just let it go. And
Zombie chicken.
Yeah, I guess he thought it would die sometime in the night or whatever. And he got up the next morning and the chicken was still kicking. So Lloyd decided to see.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah. He decided to see how long he could keep it alive. He's like, oh, okay, let's see where this goes.
Experiment. Let's go. Yeah.
Franken chicken. But before too long, word spread about this headless chicken, which soon ended up somehow with the name Mike. Mike the chicken. And
Mike the no-head chicken.
Yeah. A promoter named Hope Wade came by to see Mike the chicken and convinced the Olsons to take him to the University of Utah so that scientists could document this strange phenomena and try to see what the heck was going on.
Yeah, like try to figure it out.
Yeah, so come to find out, they determined that part of one ear and the jugular vein and the base of the brain that controls motor functions were somehow left intact when Lloyd did the chopping, and it allowed Mike to continue to live on
with no head.
And
that's so weird.
Yeah, naturally, Mike became quite the sideshow attraction, and people came from all over to see him, and he would travel to see people. Well, I don't know how much he was seeing them, but
yeah, he ain't seeing shit.
Yeah, but he even
seeing him.
Yeah, they're seeing him. And he even ended up in Life magazine in October of 1945. Yeah, there's like a whole article with pictures, complete with pictures.
What an accomplished chicken.
Yeah. He made it in Life magazine. And he actually went on.
He better be lucky they didn't boil his ass and eat him.
Yeah, I know. They could have just got like super freaked out and just like shot him or did something, but they're like, no, we're gonna take care of him. And they did. They took care of him, and Mike went on to live for 18 more months.
How does
after
he
his
eat?
Beheading. I don't know the details.
Dude, that's the weird part.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, no head, how are you eating?
Yeah. I did hear that sometimes he would like choke on mucus or something, and they had a syringe that they would like clear out the mucus.
Oh my god.
But so maybe they also fed him that way too. I don't know.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ew. Weird.
But,
that's strange as fuck.
And now Mike the Headless Chicken is celebrated each year the first weekend in June at the Mike the Headless Chicken Festival in Fruita, Colorado.
Wow.
Cheers to Mike.
Festival. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cheers. We'll take a sip for you, Mike, the no-head chicken.
So I love that story because it just reminded me of Pawpaw and like our experience too, and then it's just so bizarre.
That is weird. I've never heard of Mike before.
Me neither. But that was all of my strange stories.
So I have 3 left, but
okay.
I don't know. I might just make 2 of them shorter and then end with 1.
Okay.
But have you ever heard of the sunken cemetery in the Philippines?
No.
So Google it. The picture's really pretty.
Okay.
But the reason it's a sunken cemetery is because there's a Mount Vulcan and it erupted in the 1800s, causing mass destruction on that island. It caused the cemetery in the old capital city to be submerged below the sea level.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I just Googled pictures. It is beautiful.
You see the cross? That's all you can really ever see.
Yeah, there's
because
some
it's so
underwater
sunken.
too that I see, but I see the cross above water, yeah.
So I thought that was cool, and when I was researching that and looking at the pictures, another thing popped up about this place in Florida called the Neptune Memorial Reef Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
It's an underwater cemetery, and it holds over 1,500 cremated human remains as of right now. I think maybe more.
Oh, wow, I just looked it up too. This is cool.
Yeah.
This
they
would
have
make
like
me
gates.
Consider diving
like
into
being
the
cremated
ocean.
Underwater?
No, diving in there to see it. No, thank you. I don't want to be in the ocean forever.
Yeah, it's like off a coast somewhere in Florida. I forget the name, but it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'll try to see if I can insert some pictures for anyone watching on YouTube. And if you're listening
about those two places, yeah,
go look it up. It's beautiful.
Both of them were. I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy.
That's really cool.
Strange."
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one happened back in 1979.
Ooh.
So it's Monday, January 29th, 1979, and there's 16-year-old Brenda Spencer, who lived in a house across the street from Glover Cleveland Elementary School. Trigger warning, this is pretty sad and there's some murders.
It's sad and there's some murder.
Well, children are injured and hurt, and yeah. So people that knew Brenda said she had always talked about shooting a police officer or just doing anything really to get on TV. She just wanted to be famous.
Oh, she was one of those people.
And the reason I was attracted to the story is because she attended Patrick Henry High School.
Oh, there's like a million of those.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, that's where all my family went in Virginia, though. That one. But I was like, that's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Out
of any high school. Okay, anyways. But a lot of her classmates reported her as crazy, and some were actually scared of her, Brenda. They were scared of her.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on reported. Continue.
I meant to say reported.
I know. I didn't know what you were trying to say until you finally got it out, and then I was like,
my words all jumbled together.
Oh, continue.
Okay. But anyways, Brenda was in and out of trouble, and she ended up, having to go have some tests read on her because she was kind of crazy and out there and suicidal. To be honest, she had depression because she lived a rough life. At first it was her and her parents, but then her mom found out that her dad was cheating and she left, and Brenda ended up living with the father. So they were kind of living in poverty. There's rumors of her like sleeping in a bed with her dad on the floor, like a mattress on the floor in the living room. But it's kind of weird because in 1978, her father on Christmas got her a Ruger 10/22 semi-automatic 22 caliber rifle with a telescoped sight and 500 rounds of ammo.
What the hell? Were they preparing for the end of the world?
I know, right?
That's not just a casual gun.
No, and later on, Brenda was asked, like, why did your father get this? And she said she had asked for a radio and she got a rifle.
Maybe he didn't have good hearing. They both start with R.
Well, she said he bought it so she would end up killing herself because he knew she was suicidal.
Oh my, what?
Like, if that's true, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyways. So her dad bought her this fucking crazy gun with all the ammo and the scope and all that shit. And when Brenda woke up that Monday morning, she began shooting from her house at the children that were waiting on the principal, who was 53 years old. His name was Burton Ragg. He was there to open the gates of the school. So she just started shooting from her fucking house.
That's insane.
Yeah, she ended up injuring 8 children. And it's fucked up because she began shooting at 9-year-old Cam Miller because he was wearing her favorite color, blue. She was like, all right, you first. You're wearing blue. I love that color. If that's her
favorite color, you think she should have spared him, not shot him. Jeez.
She's fucking crazy.
Up. Yeah.
She also shot and killed the principal as he and another teacher were trying to, like, protect all the kids.
Mm.
Same with 56-year-old custodian Mike Suchar. He tried to pull a kid to safety and she shot and killed him. So as all this is going on, people are calling the cops, and a 28-year-old police officer named Robert Robb, which I thought was an interesting name.
Robert Robb. I love that.
Yeah. He was called out to the scene, of course, and she shot him in the neck. I believe he survived, but he was injured severely.
Yeah.
So Brenda fired 36 times, killing 2 people and injuring the 9 children.
So
and
no children
the police
died, though.
Or the 8 children were injured and the police officer was injured, but the custodian and the principal died.
It sucks that they died, but I'm glad that they were able to save the children because they died trying to protect them. So I'm glad none of the children
They really
died.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But after all that happened, Brenda was like, I'm gonna lock myself in the house and see how long that they can try to get me out of here. You know? She was like, I'm not leaving.
Because she probably thought the news crews would show up and she'd finally get her 15 minutes.
Well, one reporter ended up calling around the neighborhood trying to get Brenda to answer, and Brenda answered. And she asked Brenda, why did you do this? What was your motive? Like, what was behind shooting at these children and these people? Brenda responded with, I don't like Mondays, so this just livens up the day.
What? Okay.
Yeah, what kind of fucking answer? I hate Mondays. So
Garfield hates Mondays too, baby, but you get over it.
Yeah. Well, Brenda was tried as an adult, so haha. She pled guilty to 2 charges of murder and assault with a deadly weapon. And a day after her 18th birthday, she was sentenced to 25 years to life.
Good.
So as of this year, she's still in prison. She keeps having parole hearings, but they keep denying her. But the strange part, not only is that all strange, one of the strangest parts about this story that I found was this inspired This inspired Bob Geldof and Johnny Fingers to write the Boomtown Rats song, I Don't Like Mondays, which Bob had heard the story through WRAS-FM, which is at Georgia State University.
Oh shit, I went there.
Yeah. So he heard about this happening while he was at Georgia State. And so he wrote this song with his band called the Boomtown Rats. And this song was actually #1 for 4 weeks in the United Kingdom. And it's their biggest hit in their native land of Ireland.
Wow. That's crazy.
So I was like, it can't get any weirder, right? Well, it got a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So one of Brenda's first cellmates in jail is a 17-year-old girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
This girl ends up moving in with Brenda's father and marrying him.
Wait, so when she got out of jail,
the cellmate
she marries
of
Brenda's dad.
Yes, and they have a child together, a daughter. They have a daughter. And you know what? This broad leaves. She leaves the daughter and she leaves the husband. She just leaves. So the husband ended up having to raise this daughter all alone because his other daughter's in jail.
Yeah, so did he tell her bedtime stories? Like, yeah, your mom knew my other daughter,
your
sister.
He died. He's dead now. The dad died, but but anyways, before we end this, I want you to go on Google and just type in I hate Monday, or type in Brenda, what was her last name? I want you to see her Brenda Spencer's 1996 mugshot. Just look at her. There's a 1996 mugshot.
Wait, in 1996?
Yeah, I saw one from 96.
Oh, I see it. She looks like she has a mullet.
Yeah. Wild, yes.
Yeah.
But that's the killer.
That's insane.
The I hate Mondays killer. We should I might wrap that up there because I have 2 more, but I think we can do a whole episode on Appalachian ghost stories or tales from Gatlinburg and shit. So I will leave those for a different episode because I don't really want to keep talking.
Yeah, we'll do a spooky tales episode. We'll do more ghost stories. So
stay tuned next year for those.
Yeah, because we already have this year planned out. So stay tuned because there was some stuff coming. We're excited about.
We have things in the works.
Yes.
We be planning.
Yes.
We be doing the damn thing.
We've been doing the damn thing.
We have been doing the damn thing.
But
that was fun. I enjoyed your
really
stories.
Fun. I enjoyed yours too. Those are really good. I hadn't heard of any of them.
And we had completely different ones.
Yeah.
I was worried. I was like, uh-oh, what if we come across like the same thing?
Yeah, but we didn't even come remotely close, except for the penises and the bones. But other than that...
Yeah. But they were different, but...
Very different.
Yeah. We did not plan that.
No. That was crazy. I feel like every time we do something like that, where we do separate research, there's always some sort of similarity, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, that was all new stuff for me. I had not heard of any of it.
Me too.
That was exciting.
Bloody butterflies.
Yeah.
I will never forget that now.
Yeah, every time you see a butterfly, you're gonna be like, I know what you'd rather be drinking.
Yeah. Blood, you freak.
Alright, but on that note, this is a long episode, but that's good. I like these.
Me too. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah. And we are here to remind you to stay spooky. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.